Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma on a Saturday morning. And the goal is to finish Mace Race, which I've been working on a lot and getting really close to being done. So that's going to be our objective for today's stream. And kind of forgotten where exactly I left off. I was working on this little bit with the scaffolding going up the top. Need to remind myself there. Sleep in a bed. Ye old envelope. Diva, Jordan, Worms, Midnight Star, Lucas, AOC, Phoenix, Eliza, Queen Mercury. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome. I hear a spider, which won't let me sleep. Oh no, it's far enough away. Okay, we're good, we're good. 3 a.m. X stream, says Squidgy. Yes, it is definitely 3 a.m. somewhere in the world. Probably at most times of the day. They chillin'. Are you chill? They're both chill. Good. A couple of chill spiders. Goodness me, Foofy! Is there with gifted subs? We've barely gotten started, Foofy. Thank you so much. Oh, this first name's tripping me up. Lunatic Legends. That's kind of like combining the two words together. Argadillion 97. Zelize. Big Baby. During the Normal. Blue Rune Witch. Madabiouf. Jewel Palmy, Nacho, and Discord Iax. Thank you for giving those subs, Foofy. If you heard your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in the chat. We always appreciate the gifting of the subs here. The Black Ranger PL. Let me make a note. 99 months. Whew. Someone's going in the dungeon. Okay, I'm writing that down. Please, by the way, please let us know. Maybe the mods can catch it if that's your Minecraft username, so that you'll have the correct skin. What's your opinion on the Arctic monkeys? Oh my god, there's monkeys in the Arctic? Well, that doesn't sound good. That's my opinion. It doesn't sound good. You're still in the queue for Oasis tickets. I'll forever be in the queue for Oasis tickets. Oh, funny. Thank you again, Black Ranger. Hopefully I'll see you next month for the dungeon. See you in the dungeon, even. Right. Yeah, I kind of... My mind has been somewhere totally different this morning. I've just been cleaning and listening to music. And barely thinking about what needs to be done. I was thinking about it earlier, though. I've just got to remind myself. I've got to come over here and pick up some blocks, basically. Get some of this stuff, I think. Right, so I've done redstone for this and put together some details here at the front. Kind of thinking of putting this trophy up there. It's animated, by the way, which is amazing. And making it bigger, like using an armor stand, an entity scale or something. Thought could be cool. So this bit here, I'm a little unsure I want to set it up this way, right? Now, I can move it over by 2 blocks to here. And then there's wall to stop you from activating this thing that I've just been activating. Yeah. So basically, the way back down is going to be here. I kind of wanted it so that other players wouldn't climb up there, thinking it's a viewing balcony, which it kind of doubles up as, which I don't actually want. I think the better way to have done this would have been to just drop down here, but we got this whole viewing thing now. I kind of feel like we'll cut it off about here. Drag that across. And then we're going to have some fireworks dispense over here or something. Fragrant Fragrant? Oh dear. Oh dear. Fragrant Badger, thank you so much for 16 months. Appreciate it. A Dead Girl 13, somehow managing to resubscribe from Beyond the Grave. 17 months. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Sammy Died says, why does he go live so early? I'm just up. To annoy you. Why else? It's a big conspiracy, don't you know? Yeah, so it doesn't look particularly pretty, but I thought I might put a sign here that says exit. I really want it to just be a drop though. And to have the player like land on a hay bale perhaps. Yeah, it's a bit of a lackluster ending. But there isn't really much else to be done, so what happens if we just put a hay bale at the bottom here? I've had so many, do you know what, let's go test it. I've had so many suggestions to do this one thing and never tested it. Glicked with 2 T's, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate it, hope you're enjoying the stream. Let's go grab that. Grab this. So apparently, no fall damage, right? No fall damage, but I do have infinite resistance. Okay, TP, Xisuma, blah blah blah. Wow! That is one heck of a quirk. That's something I might actually want to do in other parts of the thing now and get rid of all that water that we got. Huh. Probably won't though. This thing needs to get wrapped up already. Little JP, thank you so much for the prime subscription, my dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. So what we need is 2 powdered snow buckets. God, this inventory is foul. We need 2 powdered snow buckets, and I'm not sure if I ever went round and got a bunch of them together or not. Right, less foul this inventory is now. It's more tolerable. Those tough blocks are for the side over here. When I was building this, the amount of like back and forth I do, where I just like grab something for a little detail and then forget to implement it, it's ridiculous. Not really seeing like a nice space for it. Get better, dude. I think I'm just going to put one here and here. Just to break it up slightly. Do the same on the other side, and then we're good with that. That's what those blocks are for. Tango used it in Decked Out 2 to get from the top of the Citadel to the bottom. It's a cool little, nifty little thing. Yeah, I guess we've got to fly back and find out if we got any in... I swear that wasn't there last time I flew over. Let's see if we've got any in our storage. Will you change the letters to purple block like you originally said you wanted to? Oh no, definitely not. Like the whole left and right with the copper thing is really cool. The heck? Worms says, I wish I could subscribe, but I'm broke. No problem, my dude. Didn't someone get gifted a sub with a name similar to yours? No. Maybe I just read your name out earlier. I think I might have read your name out earlier and it's like stuck in my head. Sometimes you see a name and you feel like, I read that earlier. Yeah, don't even worry about it, dude. Just sit back and enjoy the stream. Right, let's look for powdered snow. I really don't know. There might be in the bucket section. It might be in the snow section. The thing is, because it's a non-stackable, hello, it would end up over here. So that's milk. So I think the answer is no, basically. Let's go get some. You've been binging Hermitcraft, and I'm next on the list. Super excited. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it. What are you doing? Like the whole series, or just like this season? Let's see. Gonna head in that direction, but through the Nether, of course. In fact, I'm sure I got some of this stuff earlier in the season. Can't remember what for. Oh my, the shulker boxes. Yes, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Queen Mercury says, hi, I just got 2 minutes of ads. Did I miss anything? You missed 2 minutes of the stream. The best 2 minutes. So I'm told. Shrimp Honey says, hey, El, welcome to the stream. Binging over 1,000 episodes would be quite a feat, says the Black Ranger PL. That's true. There is some recap episodes on the second channel for certain seasons. I think season 6 and 7 and maybe 8 have recap episodes. So like 10 episodes in one. Yeah, somewhere around here. There's a spot to get packed ice. And powder snow? No, that's just full snow. So the powder snow is going to have the different texture, isn't it? I don't think it generates down here on the ground. I think it generates, like, up here, if anywhere. Does that look slightly different? It's hard to spot this stuff. I didn't bring my bed with me, which is annoying. That's just full snow. Let's try the other direction. Wow, totally lost my bearings. That way. I think. Yeah, Goliath's over there. Okay, let's try this direction. Visit trial chambers for powdered snow. I guess there are those rooms, right? It can't have layers on top. That's what I was thinking. I don't recall seeing it with layers on top. It's in the mountains. Okay. Snowy and frozen peaks. This doesn't feel like the right biome. But if we fly around for long enough, we might encounter one. Throw together a quick resource pack to make it bright magenta or easier to spot. That would probably take me half an hour. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I'm exaggerating, but no, y'all don't want to see a blank screen while I do stuff in the background. Keep an eye out for spruce, someone says. There's spruce in this direction. Dude, I'm going to have to use chunk base or something to find it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. Where is it at? Chunk base. Let's grab our seed. Use the map finding thing. What biome are we looking for then? There's so much clutter on the world map because of all the structures and things in it. Let's have a look. Highlight biomes. What did we say it was? Snowy peaks? Snowy mountains probably have it. Okay, where are we at? Drifted very accurately. Okay, I've added a few more of those sorts of biomes here. Wow, we might have to go a long way away to get this stuff. Is that right? Best way to gather it is obviously just using a cauldron. So you want me to put down a bunch of cauldrons and then wait for it to snow? Because that won't make a good stream, I don't think. Yeah, we're looking at flying 8,000 blocks. Wow, seems a bit much. There is like a couple of small bits a bit closer. In fact, one I think maybe not far from where we are now. It's up. I got noises coming in the air, and I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. I'll get to them in a second. Trigger. I got to trigger something. That one. So we're okay. Need those numbers. It's like one of them's 4,000 blocks away. No, I'm there, and it's over here. Okay. -19, -4,000. In this direction. Alright, I gotta read some noises now. Dolphin Song. Thank you so much for 2 months with the Prime. Subiversary, indeed. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. We got Molly the Spy here for 10 months. Thank you, Molly. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And a Dead Girl 13 gifting subs from beyond the grave. How do you do it? Colton JW, Human Portals, Nuntapai, Jalasco, Emsboy879, y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. And thank you again, a Dead Girl. Appreciate it. Right, we've just got to drift this way 600 blocks and we're good, in theory. I love it when people are honest about finding biomes on chunk base. It's one of my favourite resources and so many creators act like they can't use it. Yeah, I get that. I've said it so many times before. I've played this game for so many years that the exploration aspect, it just doesn't do anything for me. And that should be obvious. If you look at the things I do in the game, I'm more of a tinkerer, right? Wow, this kind of generation, however, I wonder how deep that is. Like, I wasn't aware it would sort of generate like that. Huh. Because I don't do a lot of exploring, I guess. Oh, this ain't it. But it's going to be somewhere here, right? It's got to be. I listened to chat. I went to the biome they suggested. It's got to be here. We said it wouldn't have snow layers on it, right? It also stands out a lot more. Where are those zombies? Did they get, like, trapped in some of it? That would have been funny. Dude, I've been streaming for 20... I'm logging out. And I'm drinking this tea. 20 minutes. I'm like, wait a minute. There's that cup of tea. Oh, Skiz has got a shop for it. Interesting. Dude, I wanted to have a productive stream, and somehow I've done nothing in 20 minutes. Matty says if there was a vanilla way to find biomes, structures, slime, chunks, compass, there'd be no need for a chunk base. But alas. I agree, but they'll probably implement it through villager trading, and that means you've got to do a lot of, like, setup to get there. It's just one of those things where if you're the sort of player I am, you just want, oh, I need to go somewhere in the world, and oh, this is a waste of time. I need to go grab that block, right? That's how it works. So then, you know, I've done my fair share of exploring over the years. I can't remember the last time I kind of explored. I think I kind of remember exploring with Impulse and Cubfan and maybe Ren and False. And that was when one of the new updates dropped, the one that had the camel. That was kind of fun, like exploring, looking for that. I don't think we used... we didn't use chunk base or anything for that. That was kind of cool. But yeah, you know, playing the game for over 12 years now, so... Are you stalking me? I'm literally drinking tea right now, says Worms. Do you know what I'm also doing? I'm typing messages into a Twitch chat. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, though. That's how you stalk people. You do what they're doing. That's definitely the definition of stalking. So, apparently, Skiz has a shop. You have a feeling Becca may be a bit outnumbered on this chat. What do you mean outnumbered? I don't follow. Oh. That's a very snowy looking shop. Dude, has someone just told me to go buy it from a shop that isn't finished? Like, chat, y'all are terrible, I'm telling you now. This is oh my god. I don't think I want to. Molly says he didn't even try to find it. I went to a biome that chat told me it would be there and it wasn't. What I should have done is gone to the wiki, which I'm doing now. Powder snow. Where does it generate? Got a biome. Let's search for biome. No. Dude, it's... Wait, let me do that again. Huh. That was so loud it sounded like it was coming out my speakers, which you shouldn't do. What does it generate? It's not actually saying... I guess I've looked up powder snow. Oh, I'm on the powder snow bucket page, and the first line tells you which one it's in. So it wasn't the one we went to. Huh. Okay, let me type in the right ones then. Hoorah! Hoorah! Right, we might find some now. But I'll have to go back to the witch hut. Oh, actually... Technically, there's some not far from spawn in that direction. Oh my god, we're going to get so derailed today. So derailed. Right, minus 700, minus 500? Oh, sorry, 500? It's going to be right next to where we are, somehow. Window noises, says Dev. Yeah, that's the thing that sounded ridiculously loud all of a sudden. Now we go this way. I can see... Oh, God. If it's there, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Oh, it's actually next door to where we are, isn't it? I'm going to cry. Oh! Oh, it's here. Is it? Yeah, it is. Oh! Look, someone's hollowed this out and probably kept that. So, oh, do you know what that is? I like that attitude. I like that attitude a lot. I agree. I concur. We should, well, leave some for me. Oh, they've very strategically removed a lot of this for the looks of it. Okay. Okay. It's literally next door. I can't believe that. It's in eyesight. I'm done. I'm done. Let's put one back on the way out. Maybe two more. Just so, from a distance, like... Well, maybe they didn't care that much. Jeez. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I'm going to pinch a few from down here then. If that's how we play. If that's how we treat this world. Now, one of the things I always try to do on Hermitcraft is if you're going to, like, take resources from somewhere is don't do it, like, directly in eyesight, but that's not really a problem, is it? That's why we have those mining deserts. We coordinate where we're putting them a little further away. So you're crying now, X, says 4Gale. I was nearly brought to tears, I admit it. Bob the Great, 2 T's, coming in with the Prime. Thank you, my dude. I appreciate your support. I hope you're going to be entertained today. You know, we just had some quality entertainment in the form of Yoel getting to laugh at me. So, you know, +1 there. Let's keep it going. No, let's not. Let's not keep that going. It's definitely not. Okay. Now we can solve this at long last. I heard his voice breaking, Lameo. It got to me, it really did. Right, so you drop down from there and you're good, right? That's how that works. Should have got the blocks of the opposite side ready. Dang, that thing's quite close. That thing is quite close to where we are. I've been working in this area a lot and I feel like I just noticed it was quite close. It hasn't moved, you know. I hope. Here for the derp, says Becca. You definitely got one. Or wait, or did you? Shouldn't I blame chat for that one? I feel like I should blame someone else. It's the only responsible thing to do. That's the one. Right, so there's your safe exit. I should probably grab a couple of signs for that, actually. Spruce is kind of not the one we want. Well, technically, I think the first time it was mentioned, chat asked Skiz's shop was ready. I just read someone saying get it from Skiz's shop. So I was like, oh, Skiz has a shop? And that shop ain't even finished. What would you know? That's cool. It's supposed to detect when a player lands. It also detects if you go into water. That's not what's listed on the wiki, which is kind of interesting. It does say you can land in water. Maybe that's the way the game's interpreting it. Huh. Like you're landing in water even though you just stood there. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's pretty difficult to make a perfect ending system in Redstone. Unless you want to do a button, which I didn't want. I wanted it to be automated, so it's going to be like that. I did think about doing a tripwire thing, but then I'd have to like modify a lot of the tower, and I just kind of wanted to get this thing done already. So there are ways, but at least with the sculk sensor, there's just edge cases. From the inside, just wondering if I should plaster the bottom with some slabs and just make it look a little cleaner. Pressure plates is blackjack. That would also work a treat, wouldn't it? Just some traditional redstone. These are all slabs though. Whatever. I like what I picked. It's just not quite as precise as I wanted it to be. If other players like start flying up there and stuff during the game, it will set it off. Were you able to make a timer? I didn't make a timer. I might make some music for it. But yeah, I'm not stressing it basically. Just gonna get this thing done now because there's only a few things left and you could say it's playable, so it's been a long project. Some might say it's taken longer than... There's a joke there and it's not good. Taken longer than decked out. No, it hasn't. Definitely hasn't. Why did one disappear over there? Oh, because... let's use the crafting bench. Dang it. Music would be great. Probably would. But you know, I haven't really felt like jumping in and doing that just yet. See where we get with it. Yes, other things we've got to do is maybe, I think there's still 2 parts of the course that I want to modify. We want to put attempt to put the model statue thing up the top there instead of having 2 of them out the front. Got to put in some dispensers for when the game finishes to indicate who's the winner. And then I think that's kind of it for Mace Race. Get rid of that already. Also, this cup of tea has just sadly been neglected right from the beginning of the stream. It's been neglected. Alright, so that's the exit done. All of that looks like a bit cleaner now. Didn't put the signs in, did I? I put the signs back away, though. I do this a lot. I was doing it a lot off camera. Like, you're trying to make your mind up about what to do, and then you're like, you rummage through a bunch of boxes looking for something, then you finally get it, then you go out to do this thing, and then you notice something else that needs doing, and so you just sort of end up going all over the place. It's a safe exit. I'm going to grab some glow lichen. See what I mean? Something distracted me. I want some glow lichen now. And I want to use this. Because I think things can spawn out here. Yep. Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't thought about... Oh, yeah, I haven't done any of this here. Okay, let's go and put some lighting in those spots. And then go mirror that. Because it has to be symmetrical. It can't be slightly different. My brain won't allow it. Stupid brain. What have you ever done? Oh, kept me alive? Sure you have. Right, then we want some on the front because of all of this. Oh god, there's a creeper. Creeper be creeping. Sneaking up on me, I don't like it. Ugh, stay away. Stay away. Okay, then we got up here. Oh! Right, let's go put one there and that side. Do the same thing on the opposite. There's just no end to these finishing touches, is there? So yeah, then I've noticed the white wall here could probably do with some. Let's put one on each of the little... one of those on their own. Oh, I totally pressed space. Sometimes you press space and it just causes your wings to flap. It's so annoying. Panic Frog! Thank you, my dude, for the subscription. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. I should put one over at the very end as well. So that makes... yeah, that makes that look pretty good, but you can see we do want a little bit more. I think I'm going to put it on the underside of the wall. Okay, so we said one more down here. I'm going to run out of this stuff. Didn't expect to use so much. And we're out. And we're out. That looks pretty cool, says Bob. Awesome, I'm glad you think so. I heard if you stay near the creeper, it disappears after a few seconds. That is true. It does do that. If you need the creeper to disappear, just stay near it. Don't break the line of sight. Yeah, so underside, like this. That one. Keep doing paranoia checks. Creepers be creeping, you know. Oh look, there's a bit missed. And that's covered it. Oh, not a butt kicker. Not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. Oh! It picked me landing on there from up here. Yeah, this sculpt thing is starting to, unfortunately, seem not quite as good as I wanted it to be. Maybe we should go with pressure plates. Thing is, you'd land in the water and then you'd have to walk onto the pressure plates. Then we'd need a big line of redstone so everything would change again. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Right. Technically, something can spawn in the sea on the mace on both sides. I wonder if we just put a couple of slabs in there, if that would just stylize the sea a little bit and you wouldn't even care. Coffee Bacon says wall around the skunk. Skulk. Yeah, look, there is wall around it, right? It's wall blocks, but where... You know, I can't put them anywhere else because it will interfere with the aesthetic of the build, so... I could put carpet there, yeah, or glow lichen. I kind of didn't want to disbalance the lighting. It's like nice and balanced out the front there. Sometimes I wonder if like these little impulses for things like that, I want it to be neat or whatever. Is it just like overthinking? Sometimes I don't know. It's like, why do I care so much? Like the idea pops into my head of like, oh, I already got them in my inventory. Brilliant. Of like, no, glow lichen can't go there because it's symmetrical everywhere else. That's what's in my head. And it's just like, am I just wasting my time here? I think I can get away with that. It does look a little bit odd. Could also just put a piece of redstone on it. Ah, now that I like, because you won't notice it from the front, but we should change it to that type. Then it's even less noticeable. Go away! You annoy me. Okay. Not you, chat. I'm talking to the skeleton. Jeez. Jeez, chat, calm down. Alright. Next thing I think we're going to do is the model on the armor stands. Run out of my sprint. It can just be overthinking. It's definitely overthinking. I mean, I've unshackled myself of some other stupid symmetrical stuff that I've done in the past, so that's good. You know, and like filling in all the blocks behind a build. That one I've done away with. Need to do away with more of them though, because they're just a waste of time. I need an armor stand, which will be in one of these boxes. And then I need a carved pumpkin. I'm sure I've got one lying around. There it is. Which one do we want? What model am I after? I think it's like it's one that's in the 70s. There you go, 70. That'll be it. That'll be it. Okay, so arm stand and this thing. Right, here's how I'm gonna do this. This is some brain smarts right here, okay? Let's turn off the light level. Turn off mini HUD. Get my stream bits and bobs back. Okay, you're about to see some brain smarts in action, possibly. Yeah, no, this will work, this will work. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. Then check this out. Actually, I think I need to hold shift. Right, let's see if this works. Aha! Okay. I'm going to do that and that. And we're going to put it up by 10. Good. You can see where it is. Is it invisible? Yep. We need to rotate it. Let's go to 0. Wow, I think it's going to be 90. Brilliant. Scale. Start off with something pretty crazy. Right, now we've got to bring it down. Oh, it's already pretty close to where I want it to be. See, now I want to move the camera around a little bit more. So yeah, it needs to come forward now. That's actually a really nice size. But you're going to be down here when you look at this stuff. Okay. Right, so once again, hold shift, press X first. Then click. Not close enough. Okay. Need something I can hold shift on. Okay, so holding shift, X. Pop out to about here. Click on it. Okay, so now what about this? Wrong direction. Oh, that's kind of cool. I was wondering about tilting it as well. What if we went to 5 here? I think I might be taking the mick. I want to get the others' feedback on using it like this, just because I don't think we want to rely on this too much, but it's kind of like an afterthought to do this. Oh, that's not good. I thought that might have been a better spot to have it. Okay, press the wrong button. So I think I'll leave it there. So if you're down here, it's unfortunately, it's like you need to look down to see the whole thing, right? It's also quite possibly rotated the wrong way. Maybe I could put it in the street here. Like, what if it were on a little podium thing, sort of in the middle? I don't know. I think the middle is technically this line, so that lines up with that. It's not directly in front of Cleo's either, so I don't think it's going to be too obnoxious. So let's say we create a little podium thing here and put it in the center of that. So we want it to come to there now. Oh, it's going to be tricky. Let's start by going... Okay, wasn't it this one that goes that direction? Ah! Ah! There we go. Slowly getting there. Interesting. Do you know, it's probably just the block in the middle that's causing the problem. Can't actually interact with that block. I thought I broke it for a second. No. So we should probably build this bit first. Okay, let's go grab more tough blocks. I'm thinking just these ones, probably. Maybe some of that, actually. Everstrew says, morning, I accidentally pressed off instead of snooze on my alarm. Whoopsie. I didn't have a good night's sleep last night. I don't know. Mind was a little too active. Dude, what is with this picking thing? Like, the armor stand should well and truly be out of the way here. Okay, I guess it's definitely not. That explains that. Oh, it definitely explains that. There we go. So we kind of want it at that height. Armor stand's going to technically be through that middle bit. Okay, and then I think we'll just change the ones on the corners. And then another thing that would be good here is like a luminous block, which I got a feeling won't cause the armor stand to black out if it's a transparent block. Or is that the right term? Transparent, translucent? Like glowstone has this property where if you're inside of it, you would see through it. It used to be used in like X-ray hacks and stuff. Or exploits. I think the entity scale is probably going to be a bit much here, but okay, let's try 1 point. It's hard to tell how close it is actually. 0.1. Still ever so slightly off. But then you can clearly see. Oh no, I think it's there now. I'm gonna go that much. Now I think it's intersecting with the block for definite. Right, the mace is probably pointing the right way. It's definitely aligned. Kind of cool. The mace has an animation. It does, yeah. Definitely does. Okay, let's go sleep and put some grass blocks around it and stuff. Coffee Bacon loves the animation. You can thank Hoffman for that. It's definitely good. Okay, grass blocks. Although I am thinking, you know, maybe building up the whole front area with like some sort of floor pattern or something could be cool. But for now, we'll just chuck some of this stuff in. Easy peasy. That sides, and then this just bit here needs filling in. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, peeps? Is it too much? I do think this is probably like a little too big. Oh, I actually can't interact with it now. Some of y'all are saying it's perfect. Wow. Let's go bump it up by like 5 blocks and then change the scale to 3. It's a little bit smaller. I think that's actually nicer. Yeah, that kind of works for me. I think we could possibly scale it a little more so it's really in line with those edges, actually. Right, let's hold down Shift, press X, and get this like view spot on. Okay. So let's say we went. We got to change this now, right? So we go 2.98, but now we need it to be a little higher. Well, maybe not that high though. Okay. Stuff changes a lot. Kind of looks like it still needs to go in a little further. Okay, let's do this again. Press X. Right, now we can really see what's going on here. It's so awkward, because we want to catch this certain height bit. There you go, there you go. Okay, 2.5 might be it. But then we've got to make that taller. I think it's less, I think it's 2.2. Yeah, that still looks like it goes out a little bit. Now it looks so close. I think 1.5, 2.15, okay. Let's go with that. That is about as perfect as I could do it, I think. With the tools I've been given. It feels like it has lost a little bit of charm, I'll give you that. But with it being directly scaled to the block, it feels a lot more acceptable. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. Right, and then we've got some redstone to do next. Got to write the books up as well. So with the redstone, I mean, we've been streaming for like almost an hour. And I've still got a heck of a lot to do here. Well, actually, kind of like two things. Writing the book is something I'll do later, so I'm not going to worry about that. But it's the redstone and then the stuff around the side. So, okay, when you win or when you finish, like this thing gets activated. That's going to indicate that the game is available to play. It's going to allow you to start a new game because of this circuit. It also needs to say who's the winner. And I realized the way to do this is probably using this right here, this circuit. Exact same thing again, except we're going to have this redstone signal try and activate a dispenser. And there's a bit of a question as to where we should place it. Probably closer to the middle. And it's going to be visible, so we either put it like instead of having these slabs, we'll have the dispensers, or if we really wanted to, we could like put them in a place like here. But I think that might distract the player when they're heading over. Also, those beacon beams are going to stay. We could also do something like when the game's active, the beacons come on. Which I think would be kind of cool. So there's that. But yeah, what do you think, chat? I think we've got to put it kind of close to where we currently are, and it goes real close to some other redstone. But because there's repeaters here, I can probably make that work. Let's say it's like maybe color them. Oh, they'll definitely be colored. Yeah, I didn't mention that. They'll be colored. I'm eyeing up that there as being the spot. God, it's going to be so close to this other stuff. Or possibly come a little further. Put them here. Would be really cool if they came on with the notes. That wouldn't make any sense. This is for, like, who wins, not... No. Anyway. I think I said this one. Right, so we'll go up there and get some dispensers in place. Let's put some hoppers directly attached to them, just in case. Well, you know, so there's extra storage. It's not going to be much, but we can always expand it. I'm going to ask Cub if he can provide some rockets. He's the rocket guy, right? Oh, actually it won't work that way. Because there'll be levels, so no, we won't have hoppers. Kind of wondering if just putting it here and, you know, who's going to notice kind of thing. But, because it's right next to a wall, it might interfere somehow. So just having them there, I think that's going to be it, isn't it? Okay, okay. Now, the next bit is interesting. Because I was going to have the blocks that they power get retracted by sticky pistons, but I think we're going to have to do that in a different spot. So, by the way, I'm using stone bricks. I'm hoping in the video it would be kind of like easier to show because they're made with different materials. That was sort of my thinking there. I just thought of something else. Yeah, I just thought of something else that won't work with my idea. So, if I move these dispensers to this other possible location, not really got a lot of space for that bit either. What if we went even further out from the center? Oh yeah, then you got that above you. That's why we're in the center. I just thought of a reason why this might not work. Okay, let's test my idea then. Let's test my idea. Gonna need torches, gonna need redstone, an observer. Probably something like a lever will help. Okay, let's see, let's see. Okay, well, there's one thing here that I know exactly why we're not seeing any results, but I still don't think this is going to work. You know what? That's pretty decent. It works. Okay, I thought that wouldn't work. Nice. Nice. Still need to know where the sticky pistons are going to be, right? I think the sticky piston might actually go where the observer is. Because the other blocks I was going to move have redstone torches on them and stuff, so... yeah, okay, right, so... Doing a bit of wiring. And then down here it gets all a bit complicated. Redstone torches. Okay, they're powered or whatever. Beacon's a little bit close. These are going to get moved again. Wherever you put them, you end up moving them. That's the rule of shulker boxes. So, we want that. We'll build that next. Where we currently are, because look at where the other redstone is, right? Now, this is actually really close to the thing it needs to interact with, funny enough. It's kind of like off by one block. The signal strength might be good enough to go out an extra block. And then... Oh, it needs to be inverted, though. The signal needs to be inverted, right? Also, I don't think pulling this thing down is a good idea. Right, so currently you can start a game. That's the current state of the circuit. Which I think means this needs to be deactivated. Let me run through the event again. Let's say the game finishes. This thing basically gets activated immediately, air quotes. Huh. So I was going to have it deactivate that circuit, but it would also deactivate it for the winning player. So maybe I need to do something a little different here, actually. Huh, okay. Maybe what I need is one clock, and then it chooses which output it's going to go to based on who wins first, and then self-resets. Right, I'm going to switch to standing. The bum is numb, and it might help with the thinking. It might just help. Whew. You know what? It's morning. I think the brain's a little slow, to be fair. I think my brain's a little slow today. Cup of coffee, Xisuma? Nah, not today. Not doing the sort of stuff that I drink coffee for. Let's see. I guess maybe the way we do it is this is gonna get activated real quick, right? So if this branched off, I can't quite picture this, because it's got to be, I'm not sure what the term is, but it's got to independently activate itself and then cut off the other thing. But I guess I don't want to do a crossed wires thing. It also needs to reset the whole thing. So we need to activate these with some sort of circuit that isn't coming to mind. Like, this bit's all good, but then what if the other side... Let's imagine that the other side, like over there's lost. It needs to... No, what are we trying to imagine? This side wins. This gets activated. There's one on the other side that now needs to be turned off. So I can picture a way to do that isn't too difficult. The issue is that this goes into a reset. So if the reset resets this, it's gonna do it while it's running its, you know, you've won, here's your coloured rockets going up into the sky. This sounds like you need a quantum skadoodler. Thanks. Oh, maybe some sort of flip-flop might be the way to do it. Okay, so if this thing had a flip-flop to activate it, and then it reset itself, you could have a flip-flop on both sides. It would just need to lock the other flip-flop. From being activated. Okay, so this is our bit of redstone here. I'm gonna have to start building something so I can visualize it better. That's wrong. So this block here is currently in the off state, I believe, because when we start the game, this redstone is on. So that will retract, allowing you to activate. It might actually be easier if this is the other way around for this one. So actually we want it like that. So this thing is only going to run when that's pushed out. Right, then we would want this redstone here to also point into that block somehow. Okay, so when you finish, this will activate whatever that block is attached to. It's very rare that I do this stuff straight away in survival, right? Also, all my boxes are like way too close to where we're doing this. Don't need slime blocks anymore. Oh dear, X warned us yesterday about multitasking. Now I have no clue what's going on with this redstone. Yeah, if you're just like listening, you won't be taking it in at all. You won't be understanding at all. Okay. So I said we would need a flip-flop. Let's just think that through for a second, because I think actually I might not. I think I was looking at this as if we were going to break this circuit while it was running. That was the mistake. We need to break it after it's running. Okay, so we can simplify this. We can simplify. Let's get some more of those stone bricks going. I should really have a shovel on me. Oh, I do. Of course I do. Let's have a look. Right. So when the game's running, that's going to be over there. This is going to pull a signal that we're going to push into the circuit that's behind me, right? We'll make it 4 ticks. That'll set off the winning sequence. Now, because it's this block here, it's also going to reset that on the opposite side. So if 2 players finish within, like, literal ticks of each other, then sure, it's not 100% accurate, but I don't really care. Unfortunately. So let's go ahead and put this here. There may be like another concept that works really well for this. That's why I was thinking the flip-flop thing might work better. Like the second you activate the flip-flop for one side, you could lock the other side using a comparator detecting what's in the flip-flop, but that too is also going to be, you know, off by 1 tick. So this is going to be off by 2 ticks, I think. Big difference. Not really. Okay. Let's go build that over here. Put that in my backpack. No, did it? Yeah, it went in there. Okay. Is that the right way around? I think it doesn't actually matter what way around this is, so I'll just do it this way. Okay, so the power goes in, then it's going to decay, and I guess we need it to not touch that. But look at where this is. It's over a little bit. That's fine. We just have to get the signals to match, or meet, should I say. Yeah, so these blocks are in the way. Of course they are. And we want to get our signal to here. But I want the redstone to actually point there, so I think we're gonna, or connect, so I think we're gonna have to change those to target blocks. Okay, and then I'll have that there. Let's lower this by 1. We're missing an element as well, so glad I did that, because that's important. All right, let's run through it, okay? If the game is running, this redstone line is on, so you can't start another game. The ender detection is available, right? That's over there now. When someone wins, it's going to send a signal into this to activate this circuit, which will run full. That will retract a moment later because of this, and it will retract on both sides. It goes and resets the flip-flop in the middle. So that is basically it, in theory. We can test this out in this stream as well. Right, how many pieces of redstone? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going that direction. So that's where the observer is, and then here is your little circuit. Right, and that's kind of job done right there. How did we do it on this side? We did the thing coming out of that. And then the observer. Right. That should be good. I really do hope. That's all of the redstone, unless we want to add one more piece of functionality, which will be to invert this signal and then run it up over these here and put some blocks in. I think I might try that, actually. We'll give it a test and we'll see what it feels like. So sticky pistons, some of these blocks. Dude, I gotta place some of these down. It's rough. This inventory is rough right now. Yeah, that's looking good. So yeah, one to invert, then some wire to send it across. Don't need that, don't need this. Don't need those, do need them. Okay, then we got just loads of, again, random stuff. It's cluttering up. Much cleaner, much better. Right, I can live with that. Alright, so if I'm going to get the signal over there, it's basically going to need to go like this. And it avoids getting powered there. Now, I don't actually have to invert it straight away, do I? That's kind of not not quite getting the signal to where it's going to be best used. Okay, if it's powered, it's like it needs to be one block further back, right? And I can't put that on. So one of them has to be here. This is so lame. This is so lame. One of them has to like go out to there. And it almost touches that redstone. That's on, and then that means I then have to power it from somewhere else. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Let's test something here. I've just had an idea. Bit of a thought. Aha! That doesn't stop the beacon beam. Nice. Nice. That changes a lot about how we're wiring this then. So beacon beams are off. Now this signal has to get to all three of them. Oh, which is always awkward when you've got all of this going on. I can see how we do it though. It's really quite simple. All thanks to the target block. The more I do redstone these days, the more I like the target block. Right, we had a noise in the air. It was Mama Bear here, 67 for 20 months. Thank you, Mama Bear. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream we're doing here today. So now when the game starts, that's going to activate, right? Nothing's going to go wrong. It's going to go off without a hitch. Right, let's go out front and simulate that. I need to pretend I have someone to play with, so we'll punch that torch out and go to the opposite side. I can feel myself moving slower all of a sudden. Right. Round we go. Right, the game begins. Let's check the redstone. Oh, I didn't hear the last beeps. That's because of these note blocks being close to the slabs, isn't it? Alright, so the game is officially running because this wire is on. The beacons came up. I don't know if they came up immediately. I wasn't paying that close attention, but yeah. So now it's just waiting for someone to win. So let's go ahead and win it. Go down here. Right. So it turned the game off. This thing didn't get activated. Oh, on that side it's only set to 1 tick. Huh. Gonna have to run this experiment again. Well, I guess it's good we noticed that, but it should have technically passed that signal on, so I'm a little concerned there. Okay. This time we're going to check the beacons. Am I going to change the slab on the last beep? I don't know, because like this pathing here is then going to be all wonky and stuff. It's really annoying that that lined up that way. Right, let's check the beacons this time. Yeah, they're basically instant. I think putting some coloured glass on them might be a good idea too. But there probably isn't room, because, you know. Ugh. Oh. That really should set it off. Maybe we need a little more delay before it. Okay. I'm going to nip to the loo before we do that. Peeps, if you're not aware that I do music, go check out Soulside Eclipse. I'm going to leave this on the screen for a second. I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's get to it. We need to sleep in a bed. Yeah, I think we might just have to put an extra tick or two on the repeaters before it. Be nice to. I could actually simulate it possibly from down below. Let's have a look. You think the comparator clocks aren't connected? They're connected. It's this bit that's the issue. So, like, what if I had a button here for testing? I just went. See, that pulse length is probably going to be longer. Oh, we saw what happened that time. It cuts it off. So if I add 2 ticks, it shouldn't cut it off, right? So the signal does get there, but it's just not long enough. I mean, that's the reason I added the... Again, that's still not enough. Is that not... Wait. Does that have to be the other way around? Let me go check that. Doesn't that work either way around? No, because that doesn't point into that block. Oh my god, it was that. You were right. You were right. So that will then... yeah, okay, that creates a loop. Right, so... Let's do this now with what it was going to be set at. We might still run into the same problem. We might not. Oh, well, there you go. Nice. That's it. Alright, it all works. Huh. Kazo says I didn't explain it very well. Nah, it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I literally, I saw what you said and I thought, no, they can be either way around. Then I came over here and was like, oh no, wait, they can't be either way around. What am I talking about? Right, so the other thing we could do is extend this all the way to the one at the end. I mean, we've kind of set ourselves up for doing that now, so we have to, don't we? I think I'm gonna have the beacons on though while I do that, because I feel the difference. Right, so I guess we're going to need a whole bunch of redstone repeaters, and probably more than that, although that's all I got. Then some stone bricks. You could do the math, actually. It's like 50 blocks at least to get there. I reckon we're going to run out. In which case, I should probably make some more. Yeah, let's go... like that, and then get a few more that way. Then we're going to want a bunch of that. Okay, let's go build this. Let's go build this. So, what are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Fortunately, the delay that it's going to add doesn't really mean much because it's down the other end of the course. So, yeah, that's good. 13, 14, 15. Oh, and it's on, which helps me make sure I'm correct. Okay, let's break these up. Do it like that. Guess I still want those. Just got to go in a straight line, really. Could go up and down a little bit, but why bother? Is this decked out free already? Nowhere near decked out free. Jeez, I mean, Tango's a genius, right? Like, I'm over here getting in a kerfuffle over some quite basic redstone. Yeah, so somewhere around here the height's going to change, that's for sure. Oh, I think we found a secret dark area. Some sort of optical illusion place. Dude, where is this beacon? It is there, we're on the right track. Oh god, I hear the growlies. Growlies are coming for me. There you go. Oh. There is actually another way I can make this work here, so we'll do that. We'll do that. That being said, it requires removing these blocks instead. Now, in order to affect that one, I need to remove this one, right? I think I can affect all three just by removing one. Oh, so maybe I can wire this up. I was starting to think I wouldn't be able to. I didn't bring a sticky piston, and now I've learned I'm going to need a torch. Okay. We can live with that. Going to need some torches and a torch. I think we can make it just about work. Right, torches and torch, that's what we're after. Will I ever do a plushie via make ship at all? I won't. Well, never say never, right? But I have no plans to. Okay, torches. Almost forgot them. And piston. Thank you, Bert. Glad someone's paying. Oh wait, did I already have those on me? Probably. Yeah, I'm glad someone's paying attention. I'm not. And goes the next one. Right, somewhere around here is a good spot for a torch, I think. Maybe not that close to that thing. Okay, let's head back. 5 more of those. Okay, another 15. Right, and go that way a little bit. A bit more of that out of the way. Hey, we got a noise in the air. It's Maduna here for 4 months. Thank you, Maduna. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying today's stream. Thanks for the support. I'm hearing more of those suckers growling. I need to find out where they are. I did actually go through and like light up most of this, I thought. Apparently not, though. Yeah, what the heck? Where'd that place? Yeah? Oh, it's so faint. So faint. Is that... Oh, wow. It really does make it there. Okay. Huh. So faint in the dark. Okay, so right now the game is on. I think I didn't actually need a torch. I think I didn't actually need one. Right. Hey! What a cheeky way to do it. I'll take it any day. I'll take it any day. Alright. What about those growlies that we heard around here? Are they just in actual caves? They're just in that cave there. Huh. I could light that up if I wanted to. Around here it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oh, that looks like... No, that looks like something they could spawn in. Okay, so... Down here somewhere. I've only got a couple of torches left, actually. I don't want to drop in there. That's going to be bad news. What was the other bit that looked like it needed some lighting? Through here? It's kind of to the side of me. Yeah, this bit definitely needed it. Cool. I mean, the main concern is stuff directly underneath, right? That's the main concern. Alright, that is a lot of redstone done. And now it's talkie time with X. Is this Malcolm Horne's music? Sounds like it. It is indeed. Anyway, I can turn my attention to a little bit of waffling and chatting now because we're going to do air quotes simpler stuff. So if you've got anything you want to talk about, questions you want to ask, we'll have a little talkie time. Talkie time is my favourite time. Waffles, please, says 8 Rover. Oh, waffles. I feel hungry now. Do you want to discuss the Minecraft movie trailer? Sure. I just don't think it's going to be anything that appeals to me much. But I'm not going to judge it too soon. Right? I think that's important. It's just a trailer. But what I take away from that trailer is I think it's going to take our good friend Blackjack, who I actually know, you know, and I'd never get his name wrong. Good old Blackjack has got to make this movie, I think. I think a lot rests on his shoulders if it's going to be good. No pressure. No pressure. Just you know. If anyone couldn't save the movie, he could. I don't really know Jason Momoa as a sort of like as a character for this kind of movie, so I couldn't really comment on him. You just watched the trailer and you laughed. In what way though? In the way they wanted you to laugh? Or in some other kind of way? This is also currently my entrance, isn't it? How do we get started here? Like, I see, okay. I'll do it so we leave ourselves like a little entrance hole here. The movie is aimed at parents of kids rather than the players, says Mystical Maid. I think the movie will be aimed at the young audience that likes Minecraft. That's what I would guess, anyway. Should probably actually use a little bit more of that earlier on, I think. How do we do it on the other side? It kind of dropped down around the corner for you. That'll do then. Definitely going to need that. Hey X, where in the game world would you include the Illusioner? I reckon we should make it. I reckon we should get Jeb back on designing stuff for the game, and get him to make a structure that the Illusioner that you encounter it in. Or we discussed things in the past about like don't fall into the usual pit traps of like, oh, you know, Minecraft's got structures, let's make a new structure. One of the ideas I really liked was the idea of going to the end dimension and there being like another layer to it, and you could like wear some goggles or something, like some end goggles, and then see another layer of the game when you're wearing them. So like, what if you could only fight the Illusioner when you're wearing these goggles? Otherwise it's just not there. or it attacks you but you can never see it. You know, like, I think Minecraft's a really good game for putting in mechanics and stuff that people might not be expecting. Like, you can get real creative with this stuff. And I think that creativity should be encouraged. Right, so we place blocks. That's what we do here. I can't really tell you too much about what I'm doing. I'm just trying not to overthink it and get the ball rolling here. Which can be tricky sometimes. Right, it doesn't really need to compare to the other side, but I thought I'd do a quick check. It'll be fine. So we've got to build that going all the way down there now. X, are you into sports? I like sports. Have you ever wanted to go skydiving? No. I really think I would just die of adrenaline. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like, it seems like such a wild thing to do. What about snorkeling? I've done a bit of snorkeling when I was a kid. On holidays and stuff. Sure, I'll do some snorkeling. Have I played any Zelda games? No, I haven't, and I'm not interested in the new one, I guess, because I haven't played any. You can skydive into the sea, straight into snorkeling. Sounds super safe. It does, doesn't it? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Well, what's an area of Minecraft you want to practice more? PvP, building intricate, color practice, organics, redstone? Probably just redstone, really. I do, you know, practice is a weird word, I think, for that. I'm always trying to get better at this game. Right now, building's definitely become really quite interesting for me recently. I think that goes a little close there, doesn't it? Start to bulge it out over here. Real Mofrus is here for 88 months. Woo! Oh wow, I've been subbed a while. Yeah, it's been subbed for a little bit, you know. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's do another layer over here. Maybe some andesite around this kind of height. I'm making it up as I go along, peeps. As you can see. Sometimes it works, sometimes I'm not so sure. You're skydiving at the end of the month for the first time. Very excited. Awesome. Awesome. Go for it. That's cool, Foofy. X, who is winning the Prem this season? Who are you supporting? No one. I just don't want City to win it. Because that's boring. That's how I feel about that. I haven't even watched anything this season. I go through phases with it. Just sometimes I watch more, sometimes not so much. X, could I ask you a hypothetical question? Sure. X supports whoever plays City. Literally, literally. Whoever's playing them, I'm cheering them on. Right, I think that'll do for that little bit. Have I watched the Umbrella Academy? I haven't. Time to go eat. Alright, see you later, May. Remember to light that mob tunnel up. Oh, yeah, yeah. I did on the other side. Oh, I haven't got any torches with me. I guess we'll come back to it. I'm gonna do a pass with all the torches and glow lichen and stuff. So yeah, that will get done. No way I'll forget. Not me, obviously. All right. Let's build this up a bit more again. Andesite. Let's put that back there. Would you take 300 million, but you get punched in the chest every time you say something that starts with a vowel? No, I wouldn't take that. That sounds like a real pain in the ass. Is it the start of American Egg Ball? Do you watch it? I haven't watched it. I always intend to, but then I like miss it a little bit and just I'm like, ah, whatever. Dude, I'm thinking we should probably light that thing up now, actually. I really wanted to go watch one of the games at Tottenham Hotspur's ground, but once again, just kind of forgot about it. Keep doing that. I got to watch some of it years ago though, so that was good. Right. Let's put some wall up here. Put some wall on top. Oh, it looks so bad, does it? I think it's not as chunky as the other side. I think the other side is way chunkier, so we probably need to beef up its size a little bit more. But we only got to go all the way down there, around the corner. It's quite a ways to go, actually. Then we've got to light it up with glow lichen. Then we've got to put bushes on it. Oh, it never ends, does it? It just never ends. Right, so we want torches, and we should probably do the glow lichen. Actually, I'll do the glow lichen later. Should also sleep. That'd be a good idea. And then we've got to pick up more resources for building. Hey, I made a school SMP. Can you show me what to build? Says Zigmars. Can I show you what to build? Can I show you what to build? Right, let's go. Do I have them all in my... I think I got them all in my... with me, right? Yeah, I got them all with me. That's the problem. Okay, we'll stock up. We got the wall blocks. We got the andesite. Looks like we might be running a bit low on andesite. Anyway, that'll do. Plenty for a while. Okay, got to get in there and light this up. Since I'm using plugins, can't the armor stands do in your course? Why can't the armor stands? We're not using plugins on the server. I don't know why you think we are. Okay. Let's do that. Jeez, fella. Oh, there's quite a few of you, is there? Well, that was a thrilling break from our regular gameplay. Okay, let's put some more of these guidelines in. Thought I saw another one up ahead, but it was a cow. It was a cow. Right, when we get to this bit here, though, maybe a little further along, actually. Then the terrain is going to make everything interesting for that little section, so we'll have to stop when we get there. Have I seen any of the new Ren song, Kudro Beatdown? I saw a little bit of it, but not enough to comment on it. How did you come across Malcolm? That's a great question. You do this thing for so many years and they get by you and you forget stuff. I'm pretty sure it was like some of the other hermits were like raiding this guy and just, hey, this guy's cool and he makes music. And then I checked it out and then I was like, whoa, this music's great, I love it. Totally into that. Something like that. They only wanted to visit and got rewarded with murder. I guess they did. That's what you get for visiting me, I guess. Is it meant to be stairs one side and the ramp and slabs the other side? You on about this? It's precisely how it should be. Beta and Daniil, hashtag Ask Xisuma. Can you support a band after they hired someone who is morally repugnant? Question mark. Can you support a band after they hire Hitler? What? They brought him back from the dead, have they? Sorry, I had to do that. I don't know who is morally repugnant, but I mean, sometimes that's rather subjective, isn't it? Yeesh. With music, it's always different. There's some artists who I've listened to in the past who turn out to be nasty people or a nasty person. But you've already sort of bonded with that music and you hold on to what you like found in the music. Sometimes it's a bit different. I can't, maybe I'm not thinking enough, but once I've like listened to music and kind of bonded with it, I tend to hold on to that feeling. So like then you find out, oh, this person's done this person's done that. But you still got that sort of attachment to the music. But when someone like Kanye starts saying that he loves Hitler, I kind of lose interest. I'm like, geez, what are you? Who are you? What is this about? What on earth are you saying? And then I don't feel like I want to go listen to their music, right? It's just over at that point. It's just like, oh, I can't be dealing with this. So now I have no interest in like whatever Kanye's doing. But I still enjoy some of the old music because I've already bonded with that, right? So for me, it doesn't sour music if I've already gotten into it and didn't know this person was a scumbag or whatever. But when you know someone is and they're like putting out new music, I just don't want to listen to it. NF Crip says, did you see that Linkin Park has got a new singer? I did. I saw a lot of people were like saying, you know, they should have just started a new band or whatever. This is ruining Chester's legacy. I don't. Look, if people want to, if a band wants to like continue under their name, just gotta leave it to them really. I don't think there's like much point of us people on the outside like invoking we would know what their bandmate wanted, right? They might have already had that conversation. If something ever happens, you know, go on without me. Then like people once got in a big outrage over a particular musician. I think it was Frank Zappa, and having his likeness used as a 3D hologram. People getting mad about it and saying it's disrespectful stuff. Well, it turns out the reason that they can make all these holograms of Frank Zappa is because he was literally wanted to keep going after he was dead and said like, do this, you know, to his people, do this however you can. And then they found the hologram technology and they went with that. So when people are like inferring that they know what the band would want or what, you know, Chester would want, I always find that just a little like, well, you can't really say, can you? So you may not like this new singer, but you know, it's up to the band to make that decision, I guess. And I heard the new song and I was like really unimpressed and just went, I'm not bothered. I wasn't expecting much if something like that was going to happen. People often assume the worst and think we need to catch ourselves when we get like that. And I think we need to catch ourselves. Yeah, that's it. I used to do it when I was younger. I'd say stuff like that. They're not true, man. They don't know what true metal is. Just stupid nonsense when you start to think about it. And one of them is just, you know, assuming like the worst of the band members as if they're trying to, I don't know, disrespect their friend, their bandmate. Like, come on. They knew him better than any of us. So like, they're more qualified to know. People just want to be outraged, they'll find any excuse to do so. I don't know if they want to be outraged, it's just easy to get outraged, right? It's just easy to be angry and upset with stuff sometimes. Probably because it's simpler to conceptualize in your head than the more complicated reality that probably exists out there. It's just easier to be mad and be like, you know, they're disrespecting him. They're disrespecting his legacy. How do you know? Did you sit down and have a chat with him once? And he said, do you know what? Oh, I'll tell you, stranger, I'll tell you one thing, you know, Linkin Park fan. Remember this until your dying breath. Or if ever something happens to me and they go, oh, I'll be so angry. Nah. No one, the only people that know that are like, you know, his bandmates, his people that are close to him. Not us random people on the internet getting upset about Linkin Park moving on with a new singer. So, yeah, it's all a bit of a... Well, I like this term, nothing burger. I keep hearing that lately. It's a bit of a nothing burger for me. It's just like, whatever. I don't know, music seems different. People get really invested in bands / musicians. Right, yeah, they do. But that doesn't like lend credence to the idea that you know what's best. you know, or you know what that person wanted. At least I don't think it does. Damned if they do, damned if they don't. Yeah, yeah. Why haven't Linkin Park found a new singer and done another world tour? To be fair, I haven't heard a lot of rumblings like that, particularly. It's looking okay around here. It's looking okay. I feel like I'm using too much of this wall, though. We do have a limited supply. Oh, we've got a cow on the course. The heck? Get out of here, you scamp. Jeez. What are you playing at? Gonna get yourself murked. I don't know when the last time I heard the word murked was, but it totally popped into my head. What are your thoughts on country music? I really like country music. The only thing is, it's the sort of music that I like. I like to just listen to a radio station. You know, just like play whatever, because it doesn't, like, I don't mean this in an insulting way, but it just doesn't feel that deep or whatever. Like, I've listened to a fair bit of country music, and it's always like the same kind of topics, vibes, and I like it as a vibe. I like listening to it for a mood, right? But I don't feel like I don't feel like there's a depth to it, but if you're really into it, you might hear a depth that I don't. What can I say? Like, I haven't listened to a crazy amount of it. It just feels like it doesn't have a crazy amount of depth in terms of like what the songs are about. Like a lot of recurring themes, and that's fine if you're into that. I don't think anything wrong with that. It's just that's why I haven't got pulled further into it, I guess. Is there any genre of music you don't like? I've really struggled to get into hardstyle. And I think like hyperpop is a bit much for me. Those are two genres that like sort of seem like I should get along with it, but I don't. Okay. The UK drill scene died off. What do you think about that genre? I guess, you know, it's like tied up in a lot of like violence and gang stuff, but so was some of like the hip hop and rap I was listening to when I was growing up. And I think when you're younger, you're a little more open to some of that sort of extremity. But it does seem like they're like quite closely tied, especially more in like Chicago drill and all that sort of stuff. Like the link between violence and the music and out there on the streets is really strong. It's just kind of concerning, but I think back to when I was like, you know, growing up listening to NWA or something, and how there was a lot of panic and outrage about that stuff. So like on that side of things, so it's an interesting one to talk about. As for the music, maybe a little bit like country. It just, I don't think it feels a bit narrow. Like you hear a fair bit of drill, and then I don't know, then it all starts to just seem a little similar to one another. I feel like there's way too much like boisterous showmanship. You know, like the lyrics are all very braggadocious, and the problem with that is that it only gets you so far. At least for me, as a listener. Xisuma, do you know that Tame Impala is just a single guy? I do, yes. Do I have opinion on the big black by orange goblin? Don't think I've ever listened to that. X, are you a Swiftie by chance? Let's get Swifty. Love that song. Definitely. I can't remember how it goes, unfortunately. That would be funny if I could. Gotta go, X. One last question. What's your favourite ice cream? You know what? I think I've ruined ice cream for myself because my homemade ice cream... I had some, like, ice cream in London not so long ago. And I was just like... Because now I'm used to having it on a regular basis, you know? It's just not as special. But my favourite would probably just be my homemade ice cream now because I can have it on a regular basis. And it's awesome. I will say though, if you get a really good dark chocolate, I was going to say sherbet, that's not right, sorbet. Dark chocolate sorbet, amazing. And a peanut butter flavoured ice cream. Those are my must-haves when I go get ice cream. Ask Xisuma, thoughts on road trips, yay or nay? I've not been on a road trip. I've always wanted to do something like that. So I'd say like yay. Why not? What's the bad thing about a road trip? Like traveling's cool. You like frozen strawberries as an ice cube alternative in drinks? Fair enough. Sounds good. I've got a packet of strawberries in the fridge, I suppose. American road trips are different, I think, says Mr. Gray. I was literally thinking of an American road trip, like Route 66 or whatever it is, and you know, getting out there and seeing the States. The thing with that though is that I think a lot of it is a bit more social as well. It's like, I don't know, traveling to meet people and stuff, which isn't really like what I travel for. I travel to go to like museums and stuff like that. Like it's more of a touristy, see things kind of idea for me than a social thing. Do I like to draw? You're drawing realism and this stream is keeping you sane. Dang, you're literally drawing real and you still need some extra sanity. That is crazy. That is crazy. That makes no sense to me. How does this look, by the way? It looks alright. I think the other side looked a bit better. But it is just a random jumble of blocks, really. A good exercise in doing a little bit of building, for sure. But nothing spectacular. What are we going to do here? Drop it down a little bit. Then this bit's kind of high. Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to get weird now because the landscape's really going to change on us. So, I'm not quite sure how to handle that. I think I might actually remove a couple of blocks and leave this here for now. Let's go mess with this landscape a bit. Like we know where some of these blocks are going to go. I think I like my impulse here is to like make it feel like the other side, but no, I think we should probably just put a very large wall here and make our life easy. Right, rather than try and manipulate tons of the terrain or whatever. So like it'll get back to normal right around here. And normally it's not much more than something like this, is it? Okay, so that's like, you know, that's like a normal section that we'll arrive at. So from there, I think I'm happy keeping it like so. Let's get some more questions from chat. Are these copper blocks all mined or trial chamber harvested? Neither. Neither. There's a third answer. Ah. Yeah, weren't expecting that. Oreos says it's not possible to go on a road trip here in the sea. I mean, you could try it, but you'll probably sink. Do you ever use dead coral for building? You know what, I would. I just don't have a dead coral farm. I haven't done that yet, so... For that reason, I'm not really using it. Oh, I can hear the growlies. They be growling. Right, let's try this again. So, tough. Andesite. Let's get that all stocked up. What's the other one in there? Light wall. And that's it. Okay, there's light wall here. That's good. And then stone. And the last one will be tough, which we got plenty of. Okay, pretty well stocked up there. Need to sleep in a bed. C stands for Southeast Asia. It could stand for a lot of things, though, couldn't it? Assume a difficulty in doing gradient shading on buildings' walls. How do you know when it looks natural? Well, if you want it to look natural, you want to go for more natural textures, I guess. The big thing with doing this stuff is what I've learned, and I'm not a master, am I? B-Dubs is a master, you want to ask him. The big thing that I've learned is that there's texture, and then there's gradient. And so if you're at a distance, it's easier to do gradients. If you're... Woo! That sucker came out of nowhere. If you're closer, it's easier to do gradients. Sorry. What? No. If you're further away from the build, it's easier to do gradients. If you're closer, it's a little harder. The textures become more prominent. That's kind of the big issue with it. Yeah, this bit's going to be kind of wild, isn't it? It's like a sharp, sudden decline. And then we get to like a more reasonable spacing around here. Oh, we'll make it work. That's what we do here, we make it work. Oh, by the way, Smooth, thank you ever so much for the Prime, 2 months, and the True Void for 2 months. I've just been a bit zoned out for a while with all the chatting and placing blocks. Thank you so much for tuning in and using the old Prime. Thank you. Ask Xisuma, do you have any guilty pleasure movies or series of movies? No, because I don't believe in guilty pleasures. Like what you like. Why would you be guilty about it? I love the movie Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones. That's like a supposedly bad movie that I seem to love. I got the hankering to watch it again recently. I know what I love. It's Tommy Lee Jones as someone who's like barking orders at people. and telling you what needs to do. I love him in that sort of role. Don't know what it is, but he's just... There's like an element of his charisma that is really good for that. And in that movie, like, there's quite a few times where he just has to like start barking orders at people, and I love it. Talks really fast. Like he like plays a character that just knows how to get stuff done. US Marshals, yeah. I watched that one recently, actually. That's why I got the hankering, because I was like, oh, I love that kind of character, because he does a little bit of it in that one. He does a bit of the kind of like, you know, leader of the gang, barking orders at people sort of stuff. Yeah, it's going to look really wild on this side to have that big. But it works, it works. This rock looks like it needs a water spring. You know, I've put so many hours into it now. When I finish doing the pass of the moss and stuff, I really think I'm just going to be done. I'm going to be like, that will do. That will do. I'm good. So I wouldn't expect too much more from me on this. Hey X, long time watcher, I've often been curious what made you want to take the administrative role over at Hermitcraft after Season 1. Basically, I loved being a part of Hermitcraft. I really wanted to be in an SMP community. Minecraft had showed how amazing it was to play the game this way. And then when Generic left, he didn't sort of like set anything in place. He just sort of went, see you later guys. And then, you know, we had no leadership, we had no structure. Everything was a bit held together with duct tape. And like some people like strive for leadership roles in life. I'm definitely not one of those people. Like, it made me really uncomfortable to do that. But like, I kind of just came to this conclusion that things would go worse if we didn't have some sort of leadership in place. Like, we really needed, you know, to have some structure and go in a direction together. And so I stepped up to do that. And these days, stepping up to do something similar wouldn't be as much of a bother for me because I'm used to it now. But like, it was kind of a big deal for me then. I really, really did not feel comfortable with it, but it felt like a necessity that this thing could fall away and just become some blip. And I hated the idea of that happening. And so I figured, right, I better step up and try and do something about it, perhaps. I'm going to change things up a little bit just here, because we keep using too much of this wall. So yeah, that was why. Basically, I didn't think the future would be too bright unless someone did do that. And I don't know if I ever spoke to anyone about someone else doing it, but I just kind of felt like if I'm identifying this and I think it's a problem, I need to step up and say something and do something. So then the rest is history, as they say. How did I join Hermitcraft? Well, Generic B asked me to join and asked me to invite some of my friends as well. So I invited Keralis and Biffa and Sokar and Red Eyes. I can't help if there's one more person I'm forgetting, but yeah, that's kind of how it got going. I think we'll leave this little break from the wall here just in place, because it's kind of tricky to get this whole thing right. So I'll leave it like that for a second. Maybe do like that, I don't know. Right, I think that's just about working. And that's most of the tricky bit out of the way then. Maybe I should have gone higher and not let this side sort of dictate it as much, but it's just a wall. I don't need to overthink about it too much. I was kind of surprised by Scar's ore mountain to make an ore biome. One of those things would have been really cool, would be to use the ancient debris for tree logs. Oh, imagine the grind though. Like, Scar puts an insane amount of hours into his stuff already. That would just be crazy, I think. Okay, let's do that. Right, and then sprinkle in some of this stuff again. The way it's come out over here has actually probably not been too great for the overall shape of this rock, now that I look at it. Right, let's see if we can get this going. Would you ever play with some kind of Origin mods, not necessarily Hermitcraft, but an alternative server with friends? I don't see something like that happening anytime soon. I think, you know, I get the urge to play like Create Mod and that every now and then, but I think if I were to do something with it, I'd probably actually just play in creative mode and create contraptions for fun. Why have I not seen many people talk about the way Mumbo is switching between his Dracula-looking skin and his normal skin? I mean, why have you not seen many people talking about why the moon is red currently? I don't know. I don't know why. I have no answer. The moon is red? Question mark, says Mystical Maid. Yeah, have you not looked outside? It's nighttime right now, so good time to have a look at it. I don't know. I guess I'm saying, like, you know, why haven't I seen someone talking about Cleo's game over there, you know? Just seems a bit like, okay, why haven't you? Moon's big. Moon's big. Oh, this could probably I say that get lowered. Now that side is way lower down, and we need to change what we're doing here, huh? Both are supernatural events? Okay. Yeah, like asking like why there's an absence of something. I don't get it. Favorite Robin Hood movie? I don't think I've even seen a Robin Hood movie. Yeah, I don't recall watching any Robin Hood movies. Not even Men in Tights. No. There's a Robin Hood movie called Men in Tights. That's kind of hilarious. The heck? I mean, they wore tights, right? Back in those times. That's probably the joke, though. It's a Mel Brooks movie, and I've heard the name Mel Brooks, but I couldn't really tell you much about who that is, other than sounding a little bit like Mel Gibson, but not really. Like, just Mel, that's all there is. It's just the Mel. Right, I'm not really keen on this shape of the rock here, but it'll have to do. I feel like something could easily wander over here and just make its way into the course from like this space. Just try and correct that a bit. Because we don't want that. Still, just, you know, wander over here and you're in. Similar sort of thing. Right, let's place this down. Quick creeper check, right? Who do I think will play first? Oh, play first in my race thing after we finish it. I was going to invite a couple of hermits to like practice and then schedule like a race between them. So the first like race that I put into a video that gives out a trophy will be, oh yeah, I was going to do something with this today as well. Still doing this bit. We'll get there eventually. This project has just taken a stupid amount of hours. But it ain't far off reaching that bit over there, I guess. And this side's got all its glow lichen, its bushes and stuff. Why is the only derp coin reveal... Sorry, reward a face reveal? I don't even want that, says Osmu. Well, I'm sorry if you don't want it, but you're getting it, okay? I am absolutely going to do a face reveal, whether you like it or not. I will turn up at your house if I have to. And that's kind of weird. That just escalated to a not so good place. Right, that is like my guideline for this old bit. Keeping it all contained. And I guess we'll know where some of the torches need to go now. Just kind of keep them close to this, really. It's a fast reveal, not a face. Dang it, you've seen through my deception. Can't wait to try Mace Race in the World download. Awesome. Yeah, it'll be all good for that. It'll be perfectly good for that. Gonna stand here and take a screenshot of that. Perfect. Right, peeps. This is where I wrap up my stream today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm just gonna log out quickly. But that's it. Let's see if anyone else is streaming that I might go raid, but that's it from me. Probably going to stream again Tuesday, maybe tomorrow, but probably unlikely. Yeah, Tuesday evening should be my next stream. Right, I think we'll raid a random channel today. Alright, I'll just pick one at random and send you over there. Alright. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.